Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that belongs to the Apostle Nelson Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect throughout the four winds, pushing the truth and sincerity. Okay, yeah, I want to basically get into I done a video. I started a little series through the Spirit on basically getting the new recites the old. I did the book of Matthew. Now I'm going to go to the book of Mark. Hope it's edifying through the Spirit. Okay. This is Malachi 3:1. It says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts." Mark 1:2-3. It says, "As it is written in the prophets, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight." So basically what we have here is the new reciting the old. Okay, so by this happening, we understand that everything that people are saying in the New Testament, it just recites the old. Okay, because contrary to popular belief, people for some reason believe that everything that's in the New Testament is basically something that was like freshly made up. You know, this is Leviticus 14:2. It says, "This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest." Mark 1:44. "And saith unto him, See thou say nothing to any man, but go thy way, shew thyself to the priest, and offer for thy cleansing those things which Moses commanded, for a testimony unto them." Okay, so this was a law about a leper. And in Mark, where did they get this concept from? The Old Testament. Okay, it's just showing you, it's reiterating it. Okay, so this is 1 Samuel 21:6. It says, "So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but the shewbread that was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away." This is Mark 2:25. It says, "And he said unto them, Have ye ever read what David did when he had need and was an hungered, he and they that were with him, how he went into the house of the Most High in the days of Abiathar the high priest, and did eat shewbread, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests, and gave also to them that were with him." You basically seeing everything being prophesied and played out. And everybody in the New Testament goes to the Old. They go to it because it's being recited. Okay, it's being recited. That's why the Old Testament is so thick. Just look at the Bible and look at the Old Testament. Look how thick it is. Now look at the New. It's very thin because it's a lot of reciting being done. Okay. This is Isaiah 29:13. "Wherefore the Lord saith, For as much as this people draw near me draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their hearts far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. We see that right here in Mark. Okay? It says, he answered and said unto them, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, the people honoreth me with their lips, but their hearts is far from me. Howbeit in vain they do worship me, teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of men. Same thing. So just reading these things, you have to understand, man, that people are delusional to think that the New Testament, people like really would go through the Bible and basically try to tear out the whole Old Testament and said that's not our time, that has nothing to do with us. And that's false. All right? Exodus 20:12, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. Mark 7:10, for Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother. Whoso curseth thy father and mother, let him die the death. Voila. You see that? Everything we're getting from the Old Testament. Deuteronomy 5:16. Honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord thy power hath commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. Same thing in Mark 7:10 again. For Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother, and whosoever curseth father or mother, let him die the death. Okay? So we see a lot of these things repeated a number of times. Malachi 4:5. Behold, I send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Mark 9:11. And they asked him, saying, why say the scribes that Elias must come first? Look at that. People don't even understand reincarnation. Okay? It's telling you plain and simple here. This man has to come back before the great and dreadful day. The great and dreadful day hasn't even happened. But did he come back? Yes, he did. Okay? Isaiah 66:24. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. Mark 9:44. Where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. Where did the concept come from this? It was prophesied a long time ago. Okay? It was prophesied, and you're just watching everything play out. Okay? So the New Testament is nothing, just, wow, this is new. We haven't seen this before. It's just being recited. Deuteronomy 24:1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanliness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it to her, and send her out his house. Okay? Mark 10:4. And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement to put her away. Where was this being quoted from? The Old Testament. Genesis 1:27. So the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him, male and female created he them. Quote, Mark 10:6. But from the beginning, the creation, the Most High made them male and female. How will we know that they were made male and female if we didn't just first see it right here in Genesis? So all of a sudden somebody would just, how will we know that they were called male and female? You can't just go along and words are just made up, you know? Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Mark 10:7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and cleave to his wife. How do we know these fundamentals and these things and steps in life and living without actually having to be told these things? These laws, regulations, and things of that nature didn't just appear in the New Testament to where we knew how to conduct ourselves. Okay? Hope this was edifying. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honor to the apostle that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all, preaching truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.